I wasn't supposed to be there. Not on that couch, not in that room, and definitely not with him. But life, in all its strange little twists, doesn't ask for permission. It just unfolds. I had just come out of a heartbreak that left me shaken. 5 years with a man who couldn't even say goodbye face to face. Just a note on the fridge and his key tossed on the counter. When my best friend Olivia insisted I crash at her apartment for a while, I said yes before she even finished the sentence. What I didn't know was that I'd be sharing that apartment with her older brother, Lucas. Lucas was supposed to be away on a business trip. Olivia promised me I'd have the place to myself. But 2 days in, there he was. 6'2", messy brown hair, piercing green eyes that seemed to read every secret thought, and wearing a grey hoodie stretched just right across broad shoulders. He looked different than I remembered. Older. Softer in some ways, rougher in others, like life had sculpted him into someone I couldn't ignore. We didn't speak much at first. Polite nods, "Do you want the remote?" type questions. The silence suited me. I was trying to disappear, to hide from the world. But that silence didn't last. One evening, I came back from a walk to find him on the couch. A bottle of wine open, soft glow of a classic rom-com flickering on the TV. "You like Notting Hill?" I asked, raising a brow. He smirked. "Only when I'm feeling stubbornly romantic." I hesitated before sitting next to him. Not close, but not far either. Wine glasses were already poured. He offered me one without a word. I took it, feeling a shiver of something I didn't want to name. When Julia Roberts gave that famous line, "I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy," he glanced at me. Not long, just a second, but it landed like a storm. That moment became our quiet ritual. Movie nights, casual laughter, shared wine, lingering glances. Harmless, I told myself. But one night, I couldn't sleep. I padded into the living room in my oversized sweater and socks. Lucas was there, sitting in the dim light, phone glowing faintly in his hands. "And how are you really?" he asked. I sank into the couch beside him. We didn't talk at first, just listened to the soft hum of the city outside and the occasional drip of the leaky faucet. Then he asked, "Do you ever miss him?" My chest tightened, and I didn't answer immediately. Somewhere along the conversation, we began sharing things we weren't supposed to. Fears, regrets, dreams. There was a pull between us, quiet but undeniable. Days passed, and the line between us blurred. A brush of his hand as he handed me a mug, a smile that lingered too long. Each small moment carried a weight I couldn't ignore. One evening, I found him leaning against the counter while I washed dishes. "You've been different lately," he said softly. My pulse raced. "Maybe I am," I admitted. He nodded like he understood something I couldn't yet name. Then came the storm, both literal and emotional. The blackout swept the city. Candles flickered, rain pounded against the windows. We sat together, the warmth of his hand brushing mine. Our lips met softly, hesitantly, but the electricity between us was undeniable. That night, we stayed wrapped together on the couch, not speaking, just breathing. The following days were a blur of stolen glances, shared meals, and quiet conversations that deepened our bond. We cooked together, laughed at small mishaps, and slowly realized how much we needed each other. Even Olivia noticed. She raised an eyebrow one morning. "Something I should know?" she asked. We exchanged a look and shrugged, letting the secret tension linger. One Sunday morning, the smell of pancakes drew me into the kitchen. Lucas was humming, flipping pancakes like he had been doing it his whole life. Coffee brewed on the counter. "Hope you like cinnamon," he said with a grin. I leaned against the counter, heart racing. "I want to take you out," he whispered later that evening. I blinked, stunned. Dinner. Real dinner. No couch, no storm, just us. That night, downtown, under a sky littered with city lights, we finally let ourselves be seen. His thumb brushed over mine across the table. "You let it happen," he said. "Do you regret it?" I shook my head. No, sometimes the best things come when we least expect them. Months passed, and what started as comfort became our story, our beginning. I eventually moved out, just across town. That night, we sat on my new couch, wrapped in a blanket. His hand rested on my knee. "Full circle," he whispered, pulling me close. "You're not running away." I smiled. "No, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be." What about you? Have you ever felt a connection that was impossible to explain, a pull so strong it changed everything? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unforgettable stories like this.